This is gonna be messy.
Where's the luxury?
Parties here.
I'm flawed, but in like a really bad way.
I don't have anyone to turn to. This has been like a therapy session.
The 6 of us have all teamed up to raise awareness for mental health.
And we're being pushed to our limits to face different challenges across London, as well as being open and honest about our experiences with mental health.
Time to find out our next challenge.
Right, guys, so I have...
Let's hear it. Give it to us.
Okay, so celebrities, nearly time to get your beauty sleep. We know you're used to being VIPs, so we're sending you glamping for the night. It's getting late though, so you better get your skates on, literally.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Well, I'm in for the skate. Let's go and get them on.
Someone is.
So first we find out we're going camping, now roller skating. Is this a joke?
Guys, can someone swap? Red doesn't really go.
This is gonna be messy.
This is so bad.
I'm just telling you, this is gonna be messy.
Party.
I'm okay. That'll teach me to be cocky.
We had roller skating. It's like watching Bambi try to walk in the first 5 seconds of life.
My skates must obviously be faulty. Can't be me.
Oh my God.
Here we go. I really enjoy camping. It'll be a great way for us to bond, and if we all work together as a team, the camp will be up in no time.
What a lovely piece of grass for us to set up on. I think just put it like there, like here.
Wait, where's the sun? Where's the south?
Yeah, this is the tent.
Wait for her.
That only sleeps 3.
Where's the luxury? I was pretty sure that we were promised a luxury campsite. And who's here to put up the tents? Where are the toilets?
This goes on the outside. That's the waterproof bit.
No, is that the floor?
Did we bring any snacks?
Letitia didn't help up the tent at all. She just sat there and gave orders.
How long do you reckon it'll take? I'm knackered.
Babes.
Place the door in the direction of wind.
What?
Well, there is no wind. We all just said this.
Gonna put this side in first.
You lift that onto there.
Sorted. Yes. We actually, look at that. We have actually conquered.
Guys, we did it!
Yeah.
Can we go in for a couple of days?
It took a while, but we finally did it. Although we might have a small problem.
Hang on, we can't all sleep in here. Have we got to put up another tent?
Look at what we have here.
What did I say? Former Boy Scouts.
Yeah, you're good at doing fires, aren't you? Wow.
Oh, looking good, bro.
Let's have a lovely little cozy evening.
This is more like it. A lovely snuggly fire, roasted marshmallows. This is lush.
I really enjoyed that.
That's a nice one.
Well, I have a little message for us here, guys.
Okay.
Evening campers, we hope you've enjoyed the adventure so far. Tonight we are encouraging you to open up and discuss your own personal mental health journeys, because mental health is health.
Anyone want to go first, or?
When I started doing stuff online, it was, you know, I was 15, 16 years old, and it was just to find an outlet because I was bullied in school and couldn't really be myself. And I kind of accidentally became a bit of a role model, and I didn't know what that meant, and it led to some amazing experiences and I think helping a lot of young people that were queer and going through a lot of the stuff that I went through. When I started to have my own mental health issues, I felt like, I'm no longer this perfect, aspirational person for these kids to look up to. I'm flawed, but in like a really bad way. I've suffered with anxiety and depression on and off for many years, and at times I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't work. I'd find myself crying for no apparent reason. And this year was particularly bad. I fell into a deeper hole than I ever had before, one that I didn't even know that I could get out of. And so I delayed getting the help that I needed. And the minute I leaned into meditation therapy, medication where it was needed, my life came back to where it needed to be.
Oh, I love
I was
that
eating
feeling.
again. I'm happy now that I'm in a strong enough place that I can talk about it and say, mental health is health, and that you're not alone, and the world needs all of us.
I mean, learning a lesson, no matter when you learn it, is learning a lesson, right? And the saying is true, better late than never. I really respect Riyadh for opening up and being so vulnerable. It made the space really safe for the rest of us.
Is that one massive form of help which most people can seek is like conversations literally just like this, that are informal. I think when you're a kid especially, you see things like depression and anxiety as something really clinical and really scary. And one thing, if it's not got to that stage where you need like professional medical help, one thing that can be really useful is like just casual conversation with your friends, colleagues, family members, you know, teachers if they're willing to help you. Talking to somebody about your mental health is so important because what poor mental health can do is make you feel alone, and sharing your experience with somebody else can remind you that you've got someone else in this and other people have gone through the same experiences and can offer their help as well.
The confirmation that you're not alone. I think that's what's
yeah.
really important.
And creating an environment where people feel safe enough to talk about their honest feelings without having to put a facade on. You know, I think that, you know, that'd be a huge help. Speak about it, get help, and don't be embarrassed.
Yeah.
Should we go to bed? I'm knackered.
I mean, you say bed.
Let's roll.
Okay, let's
We
go.
got deep tonight, didn't we? But you know what? It felt so good to just be open and vulnerable with this gorgeous bunch of new friends. And, you know, the floor might be hard tonight, but I think we're definitely going to sleep well after that.
Yeah.
I'm good, how are you?
Did you sleep well in your tents?
Not the best. Did you?
It wasn't bad, actually.
Yeah.
Cold.
It's cold though in here,
Yeah.
yeah.
How are you feeling after our chats last night? It's quite heavy, but...
Do you know what? Like, I feel like this has been like a therapy session, do you know?
It's really nice, like, letting like stuff out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And opening up and
100%.
stuff like that. When you become a mum, I feel like your friends do feel like you can't go out, you're not allowed to social life, you're not like...
Yeah,
they feel like you can't do anything. As a single mum, I just feel like I do struggle with loneliness quite a bit. I feel like ever since I did become a mum, I don't really speak to a lot of my friends no more. When I am going through stages where I do feel like really down, it's like I feel like I don't have anyone to turn to.
Oh, that's so sad.
That's what gets me upset, because I genuinely feel like I've got no one to turn to. And the only person I do feel like I've got someone to turn, like who, is my mum.
Yeah.
But then I think like anxiety comes in a bit then, because it's like, oh, I don't want to put pressure onto my mum. I don't want my problems to reflect on my mum, and then that becomes her problem. You know, there's days where I didn't want to get out of bed. And my child needed me, and I just didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to look after him, but not in a bad way. It's just because I couldn't help how I felt. And I just kind of eventually got the motivation. I went to the doctors, I spoke to a professional, stuff like that, and it helped me massively. It really, really did.
It's so sad to find out that Amber feels like she has no one to talk to. Like, I know how she feels because I've been there in the past, and no one should actually feel that way.
I always feel like I'm bothering people, but I
I'm
think
not
that's
just saying
just
this now. Like, you got us. Like, if you ever need to speak, like, we're here. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I appreciate that.
If you ever want to come to London, you can come stay in mine. We'll do stuff with the kids. And honest to God, I know how you feel. Like, I'm in London. I don't have like my family around and stuff. So like, it's hard. Like when you have kids at a young age, isn't it? It's hard because like most of your friends don't have kids.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like, you feel lonely.
I think it works both ways. There's a loss both ways. Your friends have lost you as well. And not entirely, but your priorities are different.
Yeah.
And your focus is different. And so the things that they would probably want to talk to you about will probably feel trivial. So they won't want to come and bother your life with the trivial things because you have something way more important in your life now. I encourage everybody that no matter how big or small you think the problem is, reach out to people around you because there's somebody who's definitely on the same journey as you.
Maybe you could start something in your area where that's a thing for you and other mums that are like you, because you probably don't know how many of them are people that are like you.
Yeah, that's a really good idea, you know.
Yeah, because I think you are right. I do feel like there'll be loads of people who are like in the same boat as me.
Yeah, it's been so nice to like have this conversation. Though.
It actually has. I don't get this a lot, so it's actually nice to have like a bit of like girl time. Having the chat with the girls was actually really helpful, and not only was it helpful, but it was just really, really nice. I absolutely loved it. But I didn't want to come across like a weirdo, so I was just like, play it cool, Amber. Because I never really experienced that, you know, I never really get the girl chat and stuff like that. So I did really enjoy it. It was, you know, it was lovely. And maybe I will start a group to talk to other mums. I honestly think it's an amazing idea.
This is horrible! Come on, team!
Oh!
I want to cry. That is taking the absolute liberty.
Okay,
You've got this, babe.
The love I feel between all of us now.
Leaving this, I'm leaving the excess baggage.